Hey everybody, bit of news to start this. I can no longer react to anything off the JRE podcast. Anything Joe Rogan is just not going through. Always gets blocked, always gets claimed. There's this company called Superbam that's claiming them, and not only claiming it, which I get all the time, but blocking it from everywhere. Like, that is yikes. But yeah, so that stuff will go on I will still do those videos, but that will go on the Patreon, which is listed below. $3 a month, you get access to all those. And there will be more and more and more added as more and more stuff gets blocked. So there you go. Leave a comment down below with any recommendations. This one is Tim Dillon, funniest moments on podcasts. Let's get into it.
Yin Yang Monkey.
But virgin power is so strong, bro.
Is
I saw
it?
a
Wild.
virgin. Oh, dude.
That's crazy.
Oh, somebody parked a Volkswagen Rabbit on this guy's leg one time outside of our schoolhouse, and I saw a virgin fucking lift it right off his leg.
Wild. Yo,
And this was in fucking, who knows when it was.
every scene is from like the movie Powder. Every scene, it's amazing.
What are you talking about?
Every
dude?
scene
You
of your
ever heard
life is
stories
the
like
movie.
that?
I've never seen a virgin pick up a car.
Yeah.
They pick up AK-47s now. That's the problem. Virgins now are picking up AR-15s. Hopefully they start picking up cars again. That would be nice.
They need to start
That'd be
passing
great.
out some pussy then, bro.
I agree with you.
Because they're shutting down all the pussy, bro. That's who's doing it.
That's right. We got a virgin right here.
Let's hear this young woman.
This
or
is the
man.
farthest thing from a basic bitch.
Holy fuck. They're picking up AK-47s now. Look at Logan Paul just dying right there. Look at this combination of Logan Paul, Tim Dillon, and Theo Von. What a weird mix of people.
Question.
What's up, Theo? This question's for all three of you guys. You can't leave the room until you form a human centipede. What's the order gonna be?
Oh, God.
Oh, interesting.
God.
Oh, God.
What are you
So
on?
complex.
What website are you on, man?
These are our fans.
Yeah. These are people coming in from 8chan to discuss.
It's 4chan now, dude.
Right. They took 4 away.
They took 4 away.
Well, you're eating cleanest, so I would probably say you up top.
Yeah.
man.
Tight.
You're up front.
I got to go in the back because I have the least amount of going on in my career.
That's true. You're the caboose, dude.
Yeah, I have the least amount going on. My manager would be like, "You're lucky to be there. You eat who's ever ass. They tell you to eat. Don't start any problems."
You don't
That's the way
think,
he
you're
talks.
not eating the ass, bro. You're just being
What's a
there as
hu-
a receptacle.
What's a human centipede, right?
Yeah, but don't get sexual. We're there to fucking survive,
Okay,
dude.
well, you know what
We're
I
trying
mean.
to get out of the room. It's like an escape room. This guy
Okay.
obviously works at the mall.
The middle.
Can you imagine that as a fucking escape room? I've done one once, and I don't know. I wasn't into it. I wasn't very into it, and I couldn't get into it. I just always felt that people were watching. You know, you get that feeling of people like watching you on camera, and I'm just like, I can't. As I'm currently on a fucking camera, but something about that entire situation was just weird to me.
Works at the mall.
Where do you think he even come up with a question
He's
like
just sitting
that?
at the mall all day smelling churros, thinking about what to ask. So eventually I quit that job because I was like, I got to get out of the sales world, which I'd been in since I was 22, 21, really. I had been in sales. And then I left it when I was like 28. I just on and off, just mortgages and then
a lot of
copiers. I've always
sales.
been in sales. And then the only job, I saw guys like on a tour bus and they were just yelling at tourists on a bus that was going through Times Square. And now he's like, well, that guy can't have a boss. There can't be any background check to do that job. These tour guides in New York,
Maybe a drug test? Not sure.
they were lunatics, these people, you know? One woman, I swear to God, would just go on and talk about a knee operation. And the people in there were trying to learn about the Empire State Building. She would say, she would hear it. She'd go, I've had 9 operations on the same foot. People would, but people would tip her at the end. It was like, it's, you know, she was an animal, but people felt bad for her. So they, that's fair. So they fill the tip cup up at the end. So I was like, oh, these people are also in their own way con artists, degenerates, marginalized figures. from society. You know, some of them thought they were historians. Some of them, they were all full of shit.
God.
These guys, they barely knew anything. I was just like, I'll go up there and my whole goal was like, I'll make everybody laugh. So I would, pass a building and be like, what the fuck's going on in there? I'm like, I was like,
What were you making doing that?
15 an hour. 15.
Honestly, for what it is, that's not that bad. For what it is, you're literally just sitting on a mic talking about what people are seeing.
15 an hour, but checks, so that's bad. So 40-hour work weeks, I never left with a check over $350. Okay? Oof. But cash tips every day.
And that's in New York,
either
too.
No money when I was lazy and didn't want to give the tour, and a Russian woman punched me in the stomach once. Because we were sitting on the thing. It was first of all the Russians are poor. They come in January, February. They have no fucking money. They're poor. They come the coldest time of the year, and you'd have
that would be absolutely miserable
to do a tour for one Russian couple. And the thing with Russians is they have beautiful blue eyes like huskies, but they have no souls. So when you see, because they have 100 years of atheism, so they have no soul. So there's not, so when you look in their face, you see there's nothing there. So I just sat on the bus, and this Russian woman said to me, she goes, "You give tour, you fat fuck." I said, "Listen to the automated tour." I said, "I'm not doing it today. You're the only people on the bus." She goes, I pay money, you give tour. You give tour. And I said, no, because I could put it on the automated when I was being lazy. And the automated would be like, and the automated was supposed to be hooked up with a GPS, but it was never where it should be. So we'd be by Central Park, and they'd be like, "You are seeing the 9/11 memorial." And everybody would look out, like, "Where's 9/11?" They had no idea because the GPS. These companies don't care because these buses, there's no repeat business.
Right.
You just, you bang them. Bill Burr has a great thing where he talks about the guys who sell tickets to these buses. They're all Africans and Haitians, and they all have deep machete scars in their faces. They make $8 or $9 grand a month, and they send that all back to Africa. I think Burr, I haven't heard of it, but Burr, somebody told me that Burr either talks about it on a podcast or does a bit about it, but they're aggressive salesmen. They'll fight each other in the street, and then once the tickets are sold, it's over. You're not going to complain about this. What, are you going to go find the office and complain about what I said or did? Who gives a shit? So if I was feeling lazy, but if I was really killing it, I could walk off the bus with $200 in cash.
Yo, I mean, who doesn't have that weird fetish where it's like, I would love to hook up with one of my teachers. Like my biology teacher, smoke show. Yeah, she was bad.
My Algebra 2 teacher was a smoke show, a real smoke show. Like right out of college, she'd wear like, I don't know, calf-high leather boots and like short skirts. It's like, oh my God.
So I did cocaine with a substitute, and that's all. That's as far as I got.
How old were you?
I was maybe 18, maybe like the year I graduated high school. We were doing coke with one of our substitutes.
And was he a homosexual or not?
No, it was a chick.
It was a woman.
Yeah, she was
just...
subs are the end, dude.
What class?
She was an English sub, so she was an idiot.
Yeah.
So she wasn't smart. She was just probably trying to go out and sniff some coke and, fuck her way into the lower middle class. She just fuck her way into a little Levitt house in Long Island. Good woman.
Oh my God, bro. You got to
look at Logan's face, man. He is literally just like, this is not good for PR. This is not good for my image.
play Santa more often, dude. I would love to watch the small black kids attack you.
They just roasted me. They were brutal. And here's the other thing. I wasn't just Santa. I was selling Obamacare. Because the thing was that you was a healthcare truck.
Oh, Santa's got a fucking gimmick.
And you would have to get them with they'd be like, oh, there's Santa. And then you get the kids in, then you grab their parents and be like.
That's called a bait and switch.
It's a bait and switch big time. Then you grab their parents and be like, listen, you're going to have a high deductible, but it doesn't matter. Just declare bankruptcy. You don't have to give them a fake name anymore. And you'd have to explain to the kids, like this is a present that you're not going to realize the importance of now.
Yeah.
So it was a dark time. I had fun with it though. You have fun with it. I was younger. I was doing comedy.
My life's shitty. Your life's been a real piece of shit.
It's been something.
Okay.
I never slept in a ball pit, but I'm not against it. Like I'm not opposed to sleeping in a ball pit.
But still, man.
Fuck.
I don't know.
He's Swedish. He wrote "I Want It That Way" and all this songs.
Okay.
And he said that this is a time probably that you won't see any genius because the turnaround is so quick
that nobody's getting.
And
I beg to differ.
Oh, Anders Carlson, that's him. And
I beg to differ. I think Post Malone is a straight up genius.
Okay,
A lot of people around him.
I don't
say
think he's
that
a
too.
genius, but I think he's good.
Genius. He is very talented.
Musically, they say, especially
talented,
people in the
for sure.
business, like as fast as he can write a song,
Yeah.
and how talented he is on the keyboard.
Sure, he
and
might be
guitar.
really good and facile, but I don't know that those. I don't know if those songs are gonna last.
Just what all old people say. You know what I'm saying? They're
Have
like,
you
"Yo,
seen the
back
Fucking Rockstar. Rockstar still is good.
new
in the
video?
day, like Ed Sheeran's a
No, but-
fucking
but-
monster."
no, he is. That's
Yeah,
true.
literally, he's
It's
a
not
monster.
What doesn't help with music is the fact that they overplay it way too much. If it's a hit, they're gonna play it 24/7.
He's a literal monster.
So I just recently listened to like 50 Cent Into Club after like a decade, and holy shit, is that song still catchy? So you have to give it a couple years after they stop playing it, and then revisit it, and then you'll be like, oh shit, I love this song again.
No, he looks like he lives under a bridge.
This is what I love about this is, and you'll understand this because you've been in the business for a long time. Like Ed Sheeran's a guy that fucks everybody up who just goes, well, yeah, man, you just got to be hot. You just got to be hot and you'll succeed.
Yeah.
And then you see that bridge troll selling out arenas, and you're like, oh, nothing means anything. Everything's chaos. I don't even know what.
Well, he's
Like,
good. He's legitimate.
He's good, but it's like it would make you feel better if you look like Shawn Mendes, so you could go, well, of course.
Yeah.
But then you look at this guy, you're like, oh, I guess anyone can succeed. Literally anyone. I mean, he looks like a Make-A-Wish kid who didn't die and just grew out the hair.
And
His
throughout the
eyes
hair.
are crazy.
Oh, he's
You
crazy.
know, most successful tour of all time.
Better than you two by 4.
Everybody shit on him when he was in Game of Thrones. It's just like, oh man, I can't catch a break. Although he made billions of dollars on that tour.
40 million.
Beat you two, yeah, by
Jesus.
40
I just take your facts, I spit them right
Dude.
back. I'm
Yeah,
so good at that.
You're good.
That's
yeah.
impressive.
That's a real moment. That's a real moment in your life. Like one of those moments for me, I was Santa Claus in like Harlem, and I
this
was
is that
getting
Santa
shit on all
Claus.
day.
They should have swapped those. Because they were talking about Santa Claus earlier, and I'm like, what?
By like 4-year-old kids. Were just
And you can
shitting
say
on
black
me.
kids.
Yeah, they were. Well, some of them were Dominican, but they were just roasting me, just shamelessly. None of them were happy to see Santa. These are hardened little kids. They're like, "Fuck you, you fat fuck." I'm like, I'm Santa, you know.
Yeah.
And I would jingle the bell, and then every now and then some drunk would like dance with me, and I was like, "This is a rough. I hope comedy works out." You know, so that had to be the ball pit moment when your head's out of the balls. You're like, God, I hope this works out.
When did you start doing comedy?
2010.
What made you get up?
What made me do it the first time?
Yeah.
I was in the mortgage business, and
It's amazing how people can start out in comedy and they put in like a decade of work and you never hear about them. And then all of a sudden they just pop and they're just all over the place.
in 2009,
College educated?
No, dropped out of community college to do Percocet and sell subprime mortgages in Long Island, which I still believe is what I will return to. I believe stand-up is a sabbatical from my true calling, which is to work in a strip mall and
Fake
have
business.
great lunches, serious lunches. And take Percocet and telemarket mortgages in the tri-state area.
But that's also me a little bit older. Like if I'm looking back on my teen years and stuff, dude, who the fuck knows what would be on there, bro?
Yeah.
Crazy shit.
shit.
Dude. Yeah, bro.
Anything involving fire?
That you can legally discuss.
Dude, we used to do this thing vajipping where girls would put it out LSD in their
mute my
vagina,
fucking
dude.
iPad.
Yeah.
And
How'd that work out?
This was a fun school. Oh, God.
see what would happen.
This was a
Wasn't
fun high school.
school.
I'm just this high school. People are pregnant at 5th grade.
That's you, bro.
This is a real interesting crop of kids.
Whatever, dude. You got no heart.
People are drinking gasoline,
You got-
acid in the vagina.
You got no heart.
These are like problems I didn't even know could be problems. I'm like, I didn't even know these things could happen.
This is Americana,
Vajipping?
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, vajipping. It was an old school thing, but I think it's coming back.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
Do you get fucked up faster?
Yeah.
Well, I
bro.
mean,
you get fucked up almost before you can even open your mouth and close it back.
Interesting.
That's quick. That's way quick.
Think about that.
Yeah.
You put it in and then
Wow.
That's quick, bro.
Vajippin'. Who named it Vajippin'?
That's fast acting.
Vagina tripping, dude.
Yeah, a couple of these broads that went hard.
Let's
son.
go Vajip. And then what was that? Fag boxing? What do you call it? Fag fighting?
It was, first of all, it was just some of your people who brought the business to town.
People got to make money.
I agree.
People got to make money. If you're gay in Louisiana, in rural Louisiana, you're going to have to beat the shit out of another gay guy. You're not designing houses. You're not an interior designer. You're going to have to fight. And you hope that some fans come in who are vajipping, some fag hags that are all vajipping, who think it's great.
Bro, I fucking bet $100 on this dude Enrique one time. This very small fucking guy.
You can drink coke blood.
But also, is she like a new age Avril Lavigne? Remember her?
Oh yeah, she
Skater
did
boy?
say that she likes Avril Lavigne. I think
Is Avril Lavigne no longer a hit? She's just kind of.
Oh, I mean, Avril
People
Lavigne
think
is
she
like,
died, and then she had like
forget
some
it.
medical issue.
Best case, she died.
Yeah, she went quiet for quite a while, and then all of a sudden she came back. And I think it was a medical issue. I think it was Lyme disease or something.
That's the best case. Avril Lavigne is dead. I mean,
She's
God
not,
only
though.
knows.
It was a rumor.
She's probably in a Ralph's right now shooting heroin, you know?
Things haven't worked out.
Yeah.
Do you know she got super sick?
With what?
Fame? I don't know.
Reality? Yeah.
What's weird is the fashion back then that she used to dress in, like the huge like parachute pants and like the massive like chains. Nowadays, if you were to wear that, people would just think you're on heroin.
There was this disease called people moving on.
Lyme disease. No, she had
Real
Lyme.
bad.
She had Lyme
She
disease.
caught it. It was fatal. Yeah, I just tweet
Lyme
out.
Are you that?
Well, I mean, I tweet out things hoping to, to get something, and no one cares.
You ever-
It's
you
like,
ever-
yeah, that's okay.
You ever rile anyone up?
Sometimes people get
People
mad.
are
but
caring more now, though.
I think people
Your
are caring
career's
more
getting
now.
bigger
Yeah,
now.
it's been better now. Last 6 months.
Yeah.
I had to really turn it up. Say Meghan McCain fucked her dad. I had to take it to the next level.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then people were like, "Oh, okay, we'll listen to this."
Incest will get people to move.
Yeah, I had to
mostly.
say she had sex with her father's corpse, and then people were like, "Oh,
Jesus.
okay."
But here's the thing about incest, dude. Everybody's like, no, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm thinking about is, dude, back in the day, you didn't have, the only people that lived around you were kind of family or somebody that was,
Yeah, close.
And you didn't have, everyone didn't have a bicycle, or like if you had a bicycle, then yeah, maybe you'd fuck somebody that wasn't distantly related to you.
Yeah.
But if you didn't, you could only have sex with as far as you could walk or as far as you could,
Yeah.
so people would have sex more locally.
Yeah, you didn't have a choice.
I think that still
Yeah.
goes on. I think that's still probably happening.
Oh yeah, there's some areas and stuff you go and you're like, oh,
It's still
everybody's
probably.
kind of.
I think people are using that exact rationale too when they're in court. They're like, "Listen, I have sex as far as I walk," and then there's a judge going, "Okay, sounds great."
Yeah,
you know?
bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only have one bike.
Yeah. I can't get anywhere.
Look,
We don't have Uber.
Yeah, I got a skateboard.
I got a
so-
skateboard.
Another one?
Yep.
It's great.
All right, this is a pretty bad one. This news anchor who happens to be blonde.
Oh,
That guy looks so
I
pissed
can't even
off.
watch this. I
I
can't.
can.
Oh,
Hit it.
please.
It just seems because she says that's his best. That's her best friend. They for like a year and a half that they've been on air together. But I'll show you the actual clip.
Well, she's
where
definitely-
this
I wonder what her
happens.
definition of friendship
Yeah.
is.
I know.
By working,
Let's
you're not
just
best
let's.
friends.
Is she
I'll
gonna
play
get
the clip.
fired or is she good?
I don't know if she's.
It's
No, I
Oklahoma.
doubt she'll be
Hey,
fired.
Hey, it's Oklahoma. Should be fine.
Okay, you have to see this. This is Finn. We're about to show. Oh my goodness! Take a look at him. He's
I
the
can't fucking
resident of the
watch
Oklahoma
this.
City Zoo.
I can't
and this
fucking
week,
watch
the
this.
zoo's 8th caretaker took over their Instagram, and we are all loving that they did. And as you
Oh,
can see,
God.
Finn was
I can't.
fascinated.
The
Yes, we
creep
really
is
find
close
things
up.
Kind of looks like you. We just took a picture.
I literally muted my headphones.
So he laughed along with it. She goes, "It kind of looks like you."
Oh well,
Scroll down.
This is her apology. And this is also interesting because
Look at him. He's all.
It's
I can't watch
fine.
it.
But
He's
watch-
embarrassed. She's embarrassed.
Everybody's
But she's not
embarrassed.
racist.
No, she's not.
Right.
Him and that gorilla have the same eyes.
Yeah, he does look like a.
That's
gorilla.
not a racist thing. There's
Yeah.
a similarity in the eyes. Obviously, the skin color is what makes
Look
it
at Brian
racist.
Callen.
But
He's
carry on,
literally
Jim.
just.
Well, we're all gorillas.
I don't know.
We're all
Yeah.
gorillas.
Here's the apology, and then watch. There's something else to look out for.
It is so
this
cringe.
morning because I want to apologize.
She'll start crying.
Not only to my coworker Jason, but to our entire community.
Puts her hand on him.
I said something
She
yesterday
taps it.
that was inconsiderate. It was inappropriate.
She called him a gorilla.
People, and I want you to know I
It's like what a mom
understand
does
how
to a
much I
kid.
hurt you out there and how much I hurt you.
It's
I love
okay,
you
sweetie.
so much, and you have been one of my best friends for the past year and a half, and I would never do anything on purpose to hurt you. And I love our community,
And I want you all to know, from the bottom of my heart, I apologize for what I said. I know I was wrong, and I am so sorry.
It's so cringy. It's so cringy.
She was crying.
Hold on, what's he say?
And I do appreciate your apology. I want to let everybody
I'd say she has a lot of pull at that station, because usually
is one of my best friends. I mean,
you would get absolutely shit canned immediately for that.
It's not as if we see each other here and then we leave and we go home. We talk every day, or almost every other day. I've told you things. I've shared things with you.
He's like, also, I'm white and gay, so this isn't a huge issue. I'm a white gay guy, so.
It cut deep for me, and it cut deep for a lot of you in the community. I've heard the phone calls, and I've heard the Facebook messages as well. And I guess coming out of this, I want this.
He's all, she should be fired.
Moment. And that lesson here is that words matter. There's no doubt about that.
So either she knows somebody, or he was just like, nah, don't worry about it.
What?
We'll just
Too
do
much.
like
We're
that."
too much.
Yeah.
Out of control.
It's a conversation.
Now we're nuts.
But the whole thing is
Now you both suck.
like, the whole thing.
Now you both suck.
It had to be addressed. But God damn it!
It would be good if she goes changing demographics. Like he goes changing demographics, and she goes, "Will you shut up, you gorilla? Will you shut up about the demographics you hate?"
God damn it!
That would be funny.
People get lonely and mean, man.
That's what happens.
It would.
Money doesn't make everything. It really just doesn't make
Completely
everything
negate
great,
the entire
you know?
apology.
No, it doesn't.
It helps sometimes.
It helps things, yeah. What they say, somebody said it helped make you warm in the winter and cool in the summer. So that's what somebody said.
Right. That's a poor person saying that. That's a homeless person's idea of what money is. You get cool and warm. It's like, no, there's many other things you get. That's an insane, that's like the lowest level of what money can do.
Do you think
You get water when you're thirsty and food when you're hungry. Oh, money.
Oh, man. You get mittens in December.
There's a lot of dudes in the closet. Those are the a lot of closeted guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Tim, you shit on Power. The lead of the Mexican cartel is gay in the show.
I don't shit on it. I said it's for people with 75 IQs, and that is a fact. It's for a simpler group of people.
Yeah.
It is not for people that demand a lot from entertainment.
Yeah.
It's from people that are like, ooh, that's a gangster, and that's a gangster, and then the gangsters fight. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But it's a show for retarded people.
Yeah. It's a
Dumb
show for a lot of
It's
adults that drink juice boxes.
It's a very dumb show.
Yeah.
It's very dumb, and the people who write it are
very
dumb.
simple. Hey.
Yeah, I'm a gangster. We're gonna build the empire. Okay.
Black History Month.
Here we go. What is it about? What's it even about? Literally.
It's just about these two kids who grew up
see,
together.
sounds
Yeah, it's just about immediately. It's just about you're lowering our expectations. We already have none.
It's actually about two guys who grew up together and they sell drugs.
Oh my God, no! I had no
It gets more
idea.
intricate, but the guy who he grew up with, his the girl that he was in love with when he was younger, she works for the FBI, and they start dating again.
So it's like Homeland?
Yeah,
Dude?
it's
That
like
sounds
Billions
horrible.
and Homeland and every
yeah,
other
but before
show.
they did it, this was like 2011 when it started.
Sounds
Right.
good.
Yeah,
I'll
sounds
start
good,
watching
yeah.
that.
I'll just
I'll
want to
start watching that in the break room at Arby's with the rest of the crew.
Bro, I want to say this, man. One of the who is it though?
It's my manager. I think he heard that I was fighting a trans person. He's very excited.
How do you know it's your manager? He doesn't even have the number saved, by the way.
Yeah, no, it's just in New York City. I'm gonna fire him soon. He's not getting his number saved.
Yeah, dude. If your
He
manager
just does nothing.
if he has time to call you during the day, dude, he's obviously fucking not that busy.
No, he does nothing.
Yeah.
He'll call me and he's
Oh, it's crazy, man.
He'll call me from vacation and start talking about his vacation. I'm like, can you get me a fucking job, please?
Yeah, you don't have a clean look. Let's get a question came in here right now from someone. Let's get this hitter.
It's Kyrie from Rhode Island, and my question is for Theo, and it's after having both Chris D'Elia and Logan Paul on the pod. I know there's some beef between the two. Who do you think takes it in a fist fight? Gang, gang.
Do I think there's beef? I think there's probably, soy chorizo. No, I think you would beat him. I think if it's fist fighting, I think that Logan would win. I think if it's tickling somebody from far away with their feet, then Chris would win.
Yeah,
He's lengthy.
both worthwhile things.
Bro, he can literally, no joke, from right here, fucking put his foot out, bro.
Oh, no.
And
Wait,
fucking.
Wait, but same, dude.
Yeah, I wouldn't give it to Chris.
Hold on.
I wouldn't give it to Chris right away.
Bro, no endangered species on the table, bro. Put that hitter down.
No,
dog.
it's fuck.
A grizzly bear was killed to make those 2 shoes. 2 bears, a mother and a father. Him and Jake strangled them both to death,
Bro,
and then made those shoes.
Don't come after me. Go after Gucci.
Right, go after Gucci.
Gucci's fault.
Oh my gosh. Link in the description. Very funny. I have a couple more of those lined up ready to go, so let's get into those. Yeah. Very funny. He's super quick. Super quick. And he's not afraid to go there, which is nice. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. There will be more Tim Dillon. That was hilarious. I have 2 more after this ready to go. And yeah, 2 or 3. Leave a comment down below with a recommendation, person, place, thing, whatever. Whatever you want to see me react to, I will react to it. I respond to every comment, so leave a comment, and I'll see you next one.